Hello, guys, and welcome to Football Fandom UK. Hope you guys doing well this evening. Pleasure to have you with us. Welcome to the show, guys, as we're here for Brighton v Aston Villa. So obviously, both teams are trying to get themselves into Europe for next season, obviously, with their positions in the league. So, this one should be an interesting one. Obviously, Brighton have been playing pretty well this season overall by their own standards. Villa not as not doing as well in the table as they were last season, but obviously they have also been distracted with the European football. So hopefully be a good game, guys. Jack is with us. Jack saying 2-1 Villa. How are you doing, Jack? Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you're well, and a pleasure to have you with us, mate. So don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button and feel free to drop your comments in. Always happy to hear from you guys in the Fandom community chat. Drop a prediction in if you got any thoughts on how you think this one's going to turn out. And apologies, guys, the radar just slightly ahead of what I'm seeing on the TV, but I have no control over it. I always just share it on the screen so you guys are better informed what's going on in the game. So it's going to be Villa to kick us off. And it's a pretty packed stadium as well with the fans. Good attendance from the Brighton fans. Jack is saying, I'm good, thanks, Gaz. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, mate. Thank you for asking. Good to hear you well yourself, mate. So we're off and underway. Ball knocked long down the field by Villa. It's headed out wide on the far side. Now Villa charging forward. Well, they're forced to cut it back there as Brighton tried to challenge for it. It's played back to the goalkeeper. Now the ball worked out wide on this near side. As they switch it back to the goalkeeper. Now it's worked out wide on the opposite side of the field. Brighton trying to challenge for it. They've won it back here, Brighton. Villa quickly challenge right back, but they're unable to come away with it as Brighton now charging forward towards the byline. And Villa holding them up there. As there's a bit of a tussle on that far side, but Brighton managing to keep the ball in possession. Just cutting it back slightly there. And it's now they eventually play it all the way back to the halfway line. Villa pushing players forward to press the ball. Brighton switch it out to this near side. Just cutting it back again, playing it back to their centre-backs. Villa pushing players forward as Brighton now switch the play out to the opposite side. Again, knocking it back to the edge of their own box. Now Brighton with the ball knocked forward. Villa with a clumsy challenge there. And Brighton have won a free kick just inside their own half, close to the halfway line. Jack is saying hopefully Southampton can get something against Palace today or they're down. Well, to be honest, mate, I think Southampton are going down anyway. They've left it too late. Too much to do with too little time left. I think Southampton themselves will be planning for life in the Championship next season, to be fair, mate. Disappointing, obviously, for Southampton fans, but as I say, they've left themselves too much to do, I think, mate. But, yeah, it would be nice for them to put up a last battle to maybe scrape some points together tonight, but I just can't see it, and I'm just being honest. Nothing against Southampton. I wish them well, but like I say, I just can't see it, to be fair, mate. I'm surprised you. I thought you might be going to the game tonight, Jack. Now, Villa knocking the ball forward. Brighton have challenged for it, and the referee's blown for a foul there. Jack saying 9 points all season. Yeah, but it's like I say, mate. The Premier League is a really tough league to stay in. Brighton doing well at the moment, but as I know from my own team, you can do well in it for a while, but obviously eventually the balance of paying the high wages and obviously competing with bigger clubs, constantly having to upgrade your squad. Uh, that can take a toll on a club like Southampton and Brighton. Brighton doing well at the moment, balancing the books and managing to get decent players and have a good squad. But I do fear in the future that they will find it more challenging. Brighton haven't suffered too much in recent seasons with having their best players hijacked. A lot of other clubs like Southampton have had that happen to them. Now Villa on the far side as they come forward. Coming towards the edge of the box here. Brighton trying to challenge. Villa just managing to retain it. As now they get the cross right into the box, headed on, and the goalkeeper just manages to intercept it. Spilled it, but eventually manages to gather the ball. Well, good cross there by Villa. Jack saying hopefully they get the 3 points they need, though, to go past Derby record of lowest points in the Premier League. Well, we'll have to wait and see, mate. They've still got a few games left yet to obviously try and make sure that doesn't happen. But like I said, I think Southampton have just, I think they've just resigned themselves now to going down. Now the ball worked out wide on the far side, but the plus for Southampton is the money they've earned from the Premier League will help them in the Championship next season. Anyway, let's focus on this game. Brighton now with the ball worked out wide on this near side. Villa challenging for it there. And the referee's blown for another foul. Brighton now taking the free kick short, just cutting it back to their centre-backs, just inside their own half. It's knocked forward down this near side, headed back in the direction it came from by Villa. Villa now with the ball on this near side. Brighton trying to challenge. Villa couldn't keep it in play there, though, as it's gone out for a throw into Brighton, deep inside the Villa half on this near side. Jack is saying, come on, Brighton. Are you watching it, Jack? Are you watching it while you're listening in, mate? Brighton now with the throw-in to take. Ball now with Brighton on this near side. Villa again challenge for it. Brighton managed to retain it. It's chipped into the box here, headed away by Villa. Brighton managed to win it back though. Well, eventually it's gone out of play on this near side for another throw-in. So Brighton, Jackson, just got a feeling Villa will win that, but hopefully not. Absolutely, yeah. Well, obviously, as you know, mate, I do my best to be neutral. But Brighton at home, fans behind them, playing well this season. So they've got a good chance. Anything can happen in a one-off game, mate. So Brighton have got a corner on this near side of the field. Corner comes in right into the mix of, well, actually, it's gone right past everybody as it bounces out to the far side, and that's gone out for a throw-in. Not the greatest delivery there, just overhit it slightly. So 7 minutes in, guys, still 0-0. Villa now with a throw-in on the far side of the field, deep inside their own half. Ball back in play as Brighton quickly challenged for it, and it's gone straight out of play again for another throw-in on that far side. Just to let you guys know, Man City have taken a lead against Leicester. No goals in the other games in the Premier League at the moment. In the English Championship, still Derby 0, Preston 0. In League 2, Notts County 0-0 with MK Dons. And in the Scottish Championship, it's still 0-0 in both games. Now Villa with the possession. It's played back to the edge of their own box. They work it out to the opposite side of the field. Brighton coming to press the ball. It's just played back to the goalkeeper there as the keeper knocks it forward down the centre. Now Villa on the attack, charging forward down the centre of the field. Brighton trying to challenge for it. Villa managing to retain it. It's as they keep coming forward. It's worked out wide on this near side. Ball crossed in, and it's headed wide by Brighton as that's gone out. And that's going to be, I'm sure it was Brighton that got the last touch on that. Let's just see it again, the replay. Good movement by Villa, quickly getting up the other end of the field. I think it was actually Villa that got on the end of that. Was deceiving. Both players going to head it. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, it's a Villa. It's McGinn that's got the last touch on that. So goal kick to Brighton. Jack saying, is the ground full? I know there was loads of delays and roadworks. There was a 50-minute delay on the coach. It's pretty. Can't see too many empty seats. There is a few scattered about, but not loads. Brighton now on the attack, racing forward down the field as they come towards the edge of the box there. But it's, Villa managing to make a last-ditch challenge there. Good, a charge forward there by Brighton, and it's deflected out of play. It's going to be a corner on the far side for Brighton. Jamie's with us. Jamie saying, hey up, guys, how are you and Beckett? Yeah, doing good tonight. Yep, doing good, mate. She's not with me tonight. Neither's Stevie, flying solo tonight. But welcome to the show, Jamie. Hope you're well, mate. And a pleasure to have you with us. So corner on the far side now for Brighton. Ball crossed in, headed up into the air by Villa. It's knocked away as it comes outside the box. Ball sets the players trying to win it there. Brighton come away with it. Brighton now playing it out wide on the far side. Just cutting it back there as they play it back to the edge of the centre circle under pressure. Now Brighton charging forward down the centre. It's worked out wide on this near side as they come towards the edge of the Villa box. Just playing it back into the middle, but it's won back by Villa. There's now Villa trying to get on the counter-attack, racing forward. Ball work. There's, a poor challenge there from Brighton, and the referee's blown for the foul. Jamie saying, hi, Jack. How's it going, pal? Awesome. Top man, loving the positive vibes. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie saying 3-0 Villa. Both of you guys thinking Villa going to get the win tonight. Good shout. Jack saying, hi, Jamie. I'm good, thanks. Awesome. Always great to see you guys welcoming each other to the show. Top stuff, guys. Now Villa with the possession on the edge of the centre circle. As it's worked out wide on the far side. Brighton coming to press the ball. Villa just managing to retain it here. As eventually they play it all the way back to the goalkeeper on the edge of their own box. Jamie saying, I got Liverpool derby on. Yeah, that kicks off 15 minutes later than this one. Mr. Barnsley is with us. Mr. Barnsley saying, hey up everyone, hope everyone is well. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you, Mr. Barnsley. Hope you're well yourself. Welcome to the show, mate. Pleasure to have you with us. And as I say, hope you're well yourself. Now Villa trying to come forward. Brighton have nicked it back, though, on this near side. Quickly playing it forward, but it's intercepted there by Villa on the edge of their own box. Now Villa coming forward down the centre. Long ball up the field, trying to get in behind the Brighton defence here. Rashford coming into the box. Brighton just managed to block him off as he gets a shot off, and it's gone wide of that far post. Well, he came in, and the Brighton defender managed to come across and block him off there, and he just cut back inside and got the shot off, but it ended up going well wide. Jamie's saying, Jack, I'm all right, thanks, buddy. Good to hear, mate. And Jack saying, hi, Ryan. Mate, top stuff. Loving the positive vibes, as always, from you guys. And Jamie's saying, hey up, Ryan. I'm all right, thanks. Yourself, pal. Good to hear, mate. Now, Brighton with the possession at the back. They work it out wide on the far side. So they play it forward. It's won back by Villa, but they've lost it there. Sloppy possession by Villa as it's knocked forward, but Villa have managed to win it back here. Now Villa trying to get on the attack. Brighton trying to challenge there, but Villa just cutting it back, playing it back to the halfway line. And Mr. Barnes is saying, I'm good, thanks. Good to hear, mate. And Geordie's with us. Geordie's saying, away the lads. How's it going, Geordie? Welcome to the show, mate. Pleasure to have you with us. Hope you're well. Hope the family's good. And hope you've had a good day, mate. Now, Brighton have won it back here on the edge of the centre circle. Ball played forward down the centre. Villa just managed to deflect it back to the keeper. And Jack saying, away the lads. Thank you, Jack. And Mr. Barnes is saying, I'm all right. I'm always good. Good boy, Jamie. Yeah. And Jamie's saying, yes. Jordy, how's it going, pal? Awesome. You guys, absolutely class. As always, with the positive vibes. Ball worked out wide on the far side. As now Brighton coming to challenge. Villa managing to retain it there before eventually it's deflected out of play for a throw-in on the far side. And Jack saying, loved going Newcastle this season. 2 wins. Brighton FA Cup win there means nothing now, though. Well, it doesn't mean nothing at all. You're just thinking of the results. Obviously, getting that win little bit extra money for Brighton earned out of the FA Cup. Might not be dramatic money, but every little bit helps. Now Brighton with the possession, played in towards the edge of the centre circle. Just cutting it back there as they knock it about inside their own half. Now it's worked out wide on the far side as they just cut it back again, playing it back into the middle. Now trying to come forward, but Villa pressing to try and win it back there, forcing Brighton back with the ball. As now they switch the play, coming out wide on this near side. It's knocked forward. Villa managing to win it back. Now Villa trying to get on the attack, but Brighton quickly challenge as they've managed to win it back there, Brighton. And now Brighton playing it out wide on the far side, coming forward. Ball played into the box here as Villa try and challenge, but Brighton managing to retain it. As Brighton now with the ball, and they're trying to get the cross in, but it's won back by Villa and eventually knocked away up the field. And now Brighton getting back to intercept it. Jamie saying 2 lads at work got their P45 today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I take it they've done something wrong then. Now the ball knocked forward down the centre as Brighton coming into the box as they get the shot off, but the goalkeeper getting down low and making the save. Good effort there from Brighton coming in from that far side. Villa having to absorb a certain amount of pressure at the moment. Mr. Barnes is saying, good evening, Sunderland. I mean, Newcastle fan. Yeah. Now the ball with Villa. The referee's blown for the foul there inside the centre circle. That's going to be a free kick to Brighton. And don't forget, guys, if you could, please do hit that like button if you could. And thank you very much to you guys that have been positive enough to do so. I appreciate the support, guys. And Jack saying, when's your birthday, Ryan? Saturday. And Saturday, the 5th of April. Now the ball worked out wide on the far side. As they come forward here, Villa closing the space. Brighton just managing to retain it, but the referee has blown for offside there. Jack saying Palace Brighton Saturday. Still no goals in the Premier League apart from the City one against Leicester. Liverpool Everton has just kicked off 5 minutes ago. No goals to tell you about in the Derby v Preston game. League 2 game, Notts County v MK Dons, still 0-0. We've got 1 goal in the Scottish Championship, though. Adrians have taken the lead against Queen's Park. Now the ball knocked forward on that far side, and it's deflected out of play there. And that's going to be a throw into Villa, pretty much bang on the halfway line out on that far side. Jamie saying then was smoking something on there. Drank. Manager C. So they were smoking weed, I take it then. Now Villa on the attack, coming forward down this near side. Rashford coming towards the edge of the box. He crosses it in as it's knocked away by Brighton. Ball deflected up the field as Villa managed to win it back. Villa now with the possession on this near side. Villa forced to play it all the way back into their own half as Brighton tries to challenge for it. And eventually Villa playing it back to their own keeper on the edge of their own box. Now the ball played forward down the centre. It's a long ball down the field as Villa trying to get in behind the Brighton defence there, but too much on the ball and Cash can't get to it as it's gone out of play for a goal kick to Brighton. So the manager caught them doing it. Bit foolish to be doing it while you're at work though, isn't it? Now the ball with Brighton at the back. The ball worked out wide on the far side. As Villa come to challenge, Brighton cross it right across the field out to this near side. Villa make the challenge. Villa managed to win it back here as they play it into the middle, but Brighton not giving it up. Villa eventually managed to play it back to their centre-backs. It's chipped out wide on this near side, and that just gets away from them there as it's gone out for a throw into Brighton. Brighton now take the throw in quickly, but Villa, McGinn brought down there as McGinn managed to nick it back there, charge forward, and a clumsy challenge from Brighton. Sees the referee blow for the foul, and he's going to book him here. So Hinshelwood with a yellow card for that challenge. Jack saying, check Saints, score Gaz. Have they taken the lead? Southampton, yeah. Thank you, Jack. Appreciated. Southampton have taken the lead against Palace. Well, you could be on right there, Jack, wanting Southampton to get some points tonight. Obviously, they're looking like they're going out, but as he pointed out, if they get some more points on the board, they'll stop themselves being the lowest team going out of the Premier League with the lowest amount of points. Now Villa with this cross, it's crossed into the box, headed away, but Villa managed to pick it up just inside the box on that far side to get the shot off, and it's gone wide. Well, Cash has been quite lively in this game so far. Yeah, he got the shot off, but too much on it as it just goes floating high and wide. Thank you, Jack. Nice one, mate. Jamie saying, Jack, what you been doing today? And Jack saying, college. Now the ball worked out wide on the far side as Brighton charging forward, trying to get the cross in, and it's deflected behind. And that's going to be a corner on the far side. Well, he's certainly putting himself about tonight for Villa. Cash has got back there. Been very lively going forward and been involved in what opportunities Villa have had. But there he is, getting right back to that far corner and defending. So, yeah. Always say don't look out for players, mate. I don't look out for individual players, but it's whether they stand out to me with their work rate. And he's certainly stood out to me so far in the first 20-odd minutes. So we're on 22 minutes gone, guys. Villa now with this corner to defend. It's crossed in, knocked away by Villa. Ball blasted up the field. Brighton winning it back on the edge of the centre circle. It's knocked long down the field again, headed on. As Villa managed to get the ball down, and now Cash trying to race out wide on that far side, and a clumsy challenge from Brighton. Sees the referee blow for the foul. And James saying, go on, Saints. Absolutely, yep. Well said, Jamie. Jack saying, yeah, I'm still in college, so I've got to stay in longer because my autism. I'm sorry to hear that, Jack. And Jack saying, Saints going past Derby record as it stands. Bet you want that, Jamie. Villa now to play out from the back. It's worked out wide on the far side. Now they come forward here. Oh, Brighton trying to nick it back there, but Villa managed to retain it as they just play it back to the edge of their own box. Now the ball worked out wide on the far side. Coming forward here, Villa. As they race into the Brighton half. Brighton trying to challenge. Villa managing to retain it. It's played back into the middle. Ball played forward. As Villa just cut it back slightly there. Now it's worked out wide on this near side. Again, Brighton trying to challenge. Brighton with a long ball forward, and it's just bounced all the way through to the goalkeeper there. Jamie saying, "Oh, with you, Jack, mate. Oh, with you, Jack, mate. Cool, pal. What you doing at college?" Now the ball worked out wide on this near side as Brighton knock it long down the field. It's headed up into the air as ball sets the players trying to win it there. Ball deflected out wide on the far side. Brighton just forced to play all the way back to the goalkeeper though. Villa pushing players forward to urge Brighton to play out from the back faster. Now Villa trying to win it back on that far side as Brighton trying to work through the press. It's played forward, and now Brighton racing forward on that far side as they come into the Villa half. Villa with limited bodies here. Brighton knock it towards the edge of the box. Shot comes in. Oh, and it's just over the top of the crossbar. Well, that was really nice bit of play there by Brighton. Villa was pressing well on that far side, trying to win it back, but Brighton managed to work the way through the press and then got on the attack, racing forward as Villa had limited bodies back behind the ball. And Jamie saying, "I'm so tired tonight, Jack." Sorry to hear that, Jamie. Yeah, unfortunately, that's part of the working week for all of us, mate. Jamie saying, "Jack, I don't mind it." Yeah, I think Jamie's a bit like me. He's only bothered when they play the teams. Now Brighton with the possession on this near side. It's chipped into the box as the goalkeeper comes to intercept it, and that relieves the pressure momentarily for Villa. And Jack said, "Be nice to see Derby in the Premier League again one day, but." James saying, "But what? Don't look like it's going to happen anytime soon." Well, maybe not right now, but maybe one day they'll get back into it. Villa causing themselves trouble at the back. They're being sloppy in possession here. So ball's out of play on the far side for a throw into Brighton. Now the ball back in play. Villa trying to challenge. Brighton managed to play it forward. As Brighton now would manage to retain the ball, just forced to cut it back as they play it all the way back to the halfway line. Villa coming to challenge. Brighton just playing it back into their own half there. Now switching the play out to this near side as it's played forward. Again, Villa trying to challenge as Brighton just managed to play it back into the middle. Now long ball forward, trying to get in behind the Villa defence, and Brighton coming into the box. Goes down under the challenge. The referee quickly says no penalty. Jamie saying, "Jack need to playing good, then be back up in the Premier League, pal." Yeah, just like you say, it's certainly not impossible. Obviously not right at this season, but certainly possible in future seasons. Just needs the right manager and a bit of luck in the transfer window, and maybe one or two quality youth players coming through. And before you know it, within a season or two, they could be challenging again at the top to get back in the Premier League. Now the ball with Villa at the back. They work it out wide on this near side. Brighton come to challenge. They've won it back here No, Villa managed to knock it forward, though. It's Brighton again with another challenge. And the ball has gone out of play for a throw-in. Villa trying to claim the foul there, but the flag's gone up for the throw-in. Hinshelwood now with the throw-in on this near side for Brighton deep inside the Villa half. Ball back in play. Brighton now looking for space to get the cross in, but Villa quickly challenged for it. Villa managing to win it back. That's it. Try and knock it forward. It's won back by Brighton. Now Brighton coming towards the edge of the box. Villa nipping at their heels as the ball just cut back there, played back to the halfway line, and Brighton managing to win the ball. Sorry, keep the ball under pressure. It's now worked out wide on the far side as Villa again pushing players forward to press the ball. It's worked out towards this near side. It's now Brighton coming forward. A long crossfield ball right across the field, trying to stretch the Villa formation as they come towards the edge of the box here. Brighton looking to get the cross in, but Villa challenging for it. Brighton now cut it back. It's crossed into the box, knocked away by, I think it's McGinn there that's managed to knock it away. Rashford holding up the ball on this near side for Villa as he's forced to play it all the way back to the Villa defenders under pressure. Jack saying Derby is more Forest rivals. Yeah, true, mate, true. Jamie saying it's all Everton at the moment. Yeah, Liverpool have gone off the boil a bit at the moment, haven't they? Man City have gone 2-0 up against Leicester. Still no goals in the Championship, no goals in League Two. In Scottish Championship, guys, Adrians are now 2-0 up against Queen's Park. No goals in the other game. Now Villa on the edge of the centre circle. Played back to the goalkeeper. It's now worked out wide on this near side. Brighton coming to challenge. Villa managing to retain it. As now they try and come forward, but again closed down there by Brighton. You've got to respect Brighton's urgency so far tonight. They've been all over Villa. Now Villa with the possession midway inside their own half. It's knocked forward. Ball played up to the halfway line. Brighton trying to challenge and Villa go down under pressure there. And the referee's blown for the foul. Jack saying, come on, Brighton, get the goal. Yeah, you're right, mate. They've had a lot of pressure on Villa so far in this first half an hour. They need to try and make it count, don't they? Otherwise, you just, as you know, how it goes in football. And if you're a team in the ascendancy and you don't make it count, it can bite you later on in the game. Villa now with the possession as they knock the ball forward down the centre. Brighton trying to challenge. Villa managed to retain it. Now Villa working it out wide on this near side. Coming towards the edge of the Brighton box. Forced to cut it back there, though, as Brighton come to press the ball. Now Villa just playing it back into the middle of the park. And eventually all the way back to the halfway line. Now coming forward down the centre. As they look to play it in behind the Brighton defence there, but Brighton just managed to marshal it through to the goalkeeper. And don't forget, guys, if you could, please do hit the like button. And thank you very much if you have already. Appreciated. Jack saying Brighton manager is only 32. So if he gets Brighton into Europe and does well, hopefully he'd be there a long time. Well, I don't think it'll just I don't think it'll just depend on him getting Brighton into Europe, to be fair, mate. He's got Brighton playing pretty well this season. As long as he keeps Brighton competing, I think he'll keep the job for a while. Now Brighton have lost the ball, playing it down that far side. It's won back by Villa. Villa now with the possession, midway inside their own half. Coming forward as Brighton come to press the ball. Villa just managing to retain it. Now it's worked out wide again on this near side. Brighton pressing to win it back. Villa just cutting it back there. Now it's knocked long down this near side, headed back to the halfway line as Brighton try and challenge, but Villa managing to retain it. It's played into the centre circle. Now Villa knocking it forward down the centre as Brighton challenge for it. It's knocked away. Villa managed to come away with it, though, as they work it out wide on the far side. Now Villa coming towards the edge of the box. Brighton again trying to nick it back, but Villa just managed to retain it. Claims for an offside there. As Villa now take it to the byline, but Brighton again nipping at their heels, managing to win it back. Now Brighton trying to clear their lines, but eventually it's deflected out of play on the far side by Villa. Jamie's saying, Oil Club back at it again. Well, I told you they would eventually start winning again, Jamie. They've got too many good players to not do. Jack saying, look at the Brighton result. Jack saying, all happening tonight. A Bournemouth result, sorry. Ipswich taking a lead against Bournemouth. So Ipswich 1, Bournemouth 0. Now the ball played down that far side as Brighton trying to get on the attack, but they've ended up knocking the ball out of play on that far side for a throw into Villa midway inside the Villa half. Jamie's saying, Jack, it's not all about managers. It's the players as well playing good as a team, mate. Yeah, you're right, Jamie. It's about getting the balance right of the squad, the manager, the coaching staff, every piece of the puzzle. That's what football is, isn't it? It's like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. You've got to get all the pieces right. If you get all the pieces right, then a team can really click and really do well. But if you have all it takes is one bad piece, and it might not work. Well, I think Jack's right. A coach is very much an important part of it, but Jamie's also right. You can have the greatest coach in world football, but if you haven't got the right balance of players, then you don't do nothing. You just have to look at Man United. Look at how many managers they've gone through since Fergie left. Why? Don't mean their managers are crap. Just means they haven't got the right balance of players. Now Brighton with the throw-in on this near side, midway inside the Villa half. Ball back in play. As Villa try and challenge for it, Brighton managed to retain it. It's played towards the edge of the box here as they take it to the byline. Ball crossed in as it comes out to that far side. And now Brighton with the shot. Oh, and a good save by the Villa keeper. Well, that was a decent effort by Brighton, but the goalkeeper switched on. Surprised by, well, I don't know whether there was a touch of offside there from Brighton. I don't know. But no flag went up. Now Villa charging forward down the centre. McGinn knocks it out wide to this near side as they come towards the edge of the box. Brighton challenge for it, and Villa go down inside the box. Claims for a penalty. Referees saying no again here. Well, what's the point in having VAR if he's not even going to look at it? I don't know. Ooh, that does look penalty-ish. And he was inside the box. It's a poor challenge by Brighton. Jackson, I just hope Brighton can keep them. We normally let them go, replace them, just like McAllister, Liverpool. Well, VAR is checking it. It does look like a penalty to me. Jamie saying, Man U have more managers than me having a Sunday dinner. yeah. Like I say, I'm seeing this replay more and more, and for me, that looks like a penalty. VAR is taking a long time looking at this. Well, they've not given it. The VAR referees bottled it. See, this is what we keep saying. It's all right having the VAR technology, but you're still at the mercy of a human being sat behind that computer making that decision, judging whether it is a penalty. And for me, I think it's his momentum. It looks like he's diving, but I think there's clear contact and Brighton didn't come away with the ball. For me, it was a penalty. But this is where players backfire on them, where they simulate as well as obviously with the way they chuck themselves to the ground. And I think that backfires on a lot of players these days. We're on 38 minutes gone, guys, still 0-0. So we've had a penalty claim at either end of the field in this first half, and the referee has waved them both away. VAR taking a long look at that second one there for Villa. Jack saying Brighton had a few, to be fair. Chris Houghton, Graham Potter, De Zerba, now who's here, and that's since promotion. Now Brighton on the edge of the Villa box. Ball played in, pushed out wide on the far side. It's crossed into the box, headed towards... Well, it's not. I thought it was heading towards goal there, but it's knocked away by Villa. Brighton winning it back outside the box. Now Brighton pulled down, and the referee's blown for the foul. That's going to be a free kick to Brighton, right on the edge of the box, out towards that far side. Jamie's saying, all this time, not gave it. Who's running VAR? Them getting worse and worse. Like I say, yep, you're right, mate. Like I say, we can have all the VAR in the world, but we're always at the mercy of a human being's interpretation of what they see on a screen. So, like we said, I think, mate, I think we'll be debating VAR for the next 10 years. I really do, because unfortunately, like I say, you're still at the mercy. The technology's there to help, but it's still the interpretation of an official. If you just joined us, guys, please do hit the like button, and thank you very much if you had already. Appreciate the support. Best way to let us know if you appreciate us covering your team or this game is hitting that like button. We see good likes for your team. There's more chance we'll cover more games for your club in the future. We're on 40 minutes gone. Brighton have got a free kick here right on the edge of the Villa box. It's about 5 yards from the edge of the D. And just to let you know what's going on around the grounds, guys, Ipswich are 1-0 up against Bournemouth. City are 2-0 up against Leicester. Southampton 1-0 up against Palace. No goals in the other games. Villa have got, I think it's a 4-man wall here with 1 man behind the wall. And there's about 3 Brighton players standing over the ball. Get on with it. Taking ages to take this free kick here. Free kick comes in. Oh, it's bounced off the post. And Villa managed to knock it away out to this near side. Brighton picking up the loose possession. Ball crossed in. Headed away again. As referee. Well, what's he saying now? As they're coming together inside the box here. Jack saying Wanderers have sold 600 away tickets for when they come to Worthing. Awesome. Dorking Wanderers. So there's going to be loads when we play them. 600 away fans. Yeah, but I don't know if you guys know, Bolton's youth team are into the Youth Cup final against Blackpool. I only found that out yesterday. Now, Villa on the attack on that far side, just playing it back to the goalkeeper under pressure. It's worked out wide on this near side. As Villa now trying to come forward, closed down by Brighton. It's played back into the middle. Now Villa coming down the centre. As they managed to keep the ball under pressure there. It's played out wide on this near side. Brighton coming to press the ball. Villa knock it forward. Brighton again trying to challenge, but Villa just cut it back, playing it back to their centre-backs midway inside their own half. Jamie saying be longer than 10 years, guys. Well, yeah, probably, mate, yeah. But you know what I mean? I'm just saying we'll be talking about it for years to come is the point I'm making. And Jamie saying, cool Jack, pal. Ball knocked down the field. It's won back by Brighton just outside their own box. Just cutting the ball back there as Villa come to press the ball. Brighton now working it out wide on the far side. Again, closed down by Villa, forced to play it all the way back to the goalkeeper there. And Jack saying it shouldn't say Wanderers on this channel unless it's potent. Well, you can, mate. Obviously, I just weren't sure which Wanderers you were talking about because there is a few out there. Obviously, Bolton Wanderers, there's Wolverhampton Wanderers, as you say, Dorking Wanderers, and I think there's one or two other Wanderers as well. Now the ball worked out wide on the far side as Brighton now come forward into the Villa half. Villa trying to challenge. Brighton just managing to keep the ball. Oh, they've lost it here as Villa trying to get on the attack, but the referee has blown for... No, he's not giving the foul there. As Brighton now back with the possession on the halfway line. And Jack saying, sorry. No apology needed, Jack. I kind of knew you didn't mean Bolton. I just wasn't sure which Wanderers you were referring to. Now the ball with Brighton on this near side as it's gone out of play there for a throw-in. But yeah, thank you, Jack. No apology needed. Brighton now with the possession. Ball played forward. Villa coming to challenge for it. Brighton just managing to retain it. 1 minute has been added on. Now Brighton just cutting it back as the ball chipped forward down the field. Brighton now coming towards the edge of the box. It's crossed right across the box out to that far side. So they've ended up heading it out of play, and that's going to be a throw-in on the far side. Taken quickly for Brighton. Now, I've got to give credit. This game's flowed pretty well in this first half. Jamie is saying, go on, Bolton. Thank you, Jamie. Top man. Yep. Oh, now the ball knocked out wide on this near side as Villa now charging forward. Brighton with limited bodies behind the ball. It's crossed into the box and it's right across the face of goal as Villa just managing to keep it in play on the far side. Now Villa playing it back into the box. It's knocked away by Brighton as the ball eventually knocked into the air and the referee has blown for the half-time whistle, and at half-time it has finished. Brighton 0, Aston Villa 0. And Jack saying, Cray Wanderers, oldest club in London. Yep, as I say, quite a few Wanderers out there. Jamie saying Liverpool missed an open net. Did that. Well, no changes around the ground at the moment, guys. Bournemouth still 1-0 down to Ipswich. It's 0-0 here, as we know. City 2-0 up against Leicester. Newcastle 1-0 up against Brentford. So there is a change. Newcastle have taken the lead against Brentford. Southampton still 1-0 up against Palace. Liverpool still 0-0 with Everton. In English Championship, Derby County 0-0 with Preston. In League Two, Notts County 0-0 with MK Dons. And in the Scottish Championship, Dunfermline have taken the lead against Livingston. Queen's Park are now 3-0 down to Adrian's. So goals going in round the grounds, guys. Let's have a look at the half-time match stats, see how that first half has gone in numbers. Spare me a second, guys. Let's get rid of that. Go and grab yourselves a coffee or a juice or whatever you want, guys, while it's the half-time break. Let's have a quick look how that first half has gone in numbers. I'm quite impressed with how well that first half flowed, to be honest. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. And thank you very much to you guys that have been positive enough to do so. Appreciate it, guys. So here's how the first half has gone in numbers, guys. Total shots, 4 for Brighton, 4 for Villa. Shots on target, 2 for Brighton, 1 for Villa. Possession, 54% for Brighton, 46% for Villa. Passes, 212 for Brighton, 193 for Villa. Pass accuracy, 85% for Brighton, 87% for Villa. Fouls, 9 against Brighton and 4 against Villa. Yellow cards, just the 1 for Brighton. No red cards. Offsides, none. And corners, 3 for Brighton, none for Villa. Jack saying Brighton should have scored, to be fair. Yeah, they had plenty of possession in that first half. They certainly should have tried to take advantage. You're right, Jack. They should have tried to take advantage. They certainly had a few opportunities. In fact, I would have said Brighton probably had the 2 clearest opportunities of that first half and were not unable to capitalise. Might bite them on the backside that in the second half. We'll have to wait and see. Jack and Jamie is saying coffee time. Be right back. Yep, no worries, Jamie. Yep, you guys go and grab yourselves a drink. I'm gonna go for a quick pee break while it's the halftime break. But don't forget, guys, please hit the thumbs up and keep your comments coming. Love to hear more from you guys. I'll be back in a minute or two. Just gonna quickly grab a pee break as I was rushing in from work for this one tonight, so didn't have much time to sort myself out before kickoff. So I'll be back in a sec, guys. But as I say, feel free to drop your comments in as I'm up to date with the comments. So obviously a few comments from you guys will be good for when I come back. I'll be back in a sec, guys. Back with you guys. And Jack is saying it was a draw last time we played Villa. Thought I went, though I went Villa Park in December. Last game of the year, night game. Well, it's kind of going that way at the moment, mate. Could be ending up a draw, which I don't know. I'm just going to have a remind myself because it does feel like we've had a few low scoring games just recently. You know, obviously the 1-0 last night for Bolton. The game at the weekend, Brighton Forest in the FA Cup, that was a 0-0. Cardiff Sheffield was 1-1. So yeah, last couple of games have been low scoring games. How you guys feeling for Villa in obviously quarterfinals of the Champions League? You guys think Villa can do it? I think that's being played. Is that being played on Wednesday? Is it? Yeah, Wednesday they play PSG. Well, I think if Villa have got a great chance because they've got the first leg away from home, which is always a slight advantage. And they kick off against Paris Saint-Germain on Wednesday the 9th at 8 o'clock. So hopefully Villa can get a good result in that one. Obviously, other UK club involved is Arsenal playing Real Madrid. That's on Tuesday night on the 8th. Obviously, Arsenal unlucky enough to draw Real Madrid at home in the first leg. Arsenal playing at home in the first leg, which I think kind of annoys me really, because Madrid, I think they are like the teacher's pet of UEFA. So quick look ahead of what's coming up in the next few days, guys. Chelsea playing Tottenham tomorrow in the London derby. And on Friday, we've got Ladies Nation League games going on Friday. And one game in the English Championship on Friday, which is Blackburn v Middlesbrough. Is there any games in Scotland on Friday? No games in Scotland on Friday. And then on Saturday, a load of games as usual. Everton playing Arsenal in a dinner time kickoff in the Premier League. Palace playing Brighton at 3 o'clock. Ipswich playing Wolves. West Ham playing Bournemouth at 3 o'clock. And then Villa, I've got Forest in the evening kickoff, but Villa playing Forest at home. And in Scotland, all 3 o'clock kickoffs: Dundee v St Mirren, Kilmarnock v Motherwell, Rangers v Hibs, Ross County v Aberdeen. In the English Championship, Coventry dinner time kickoff against Burnley, Luton dinner time kickoff against Leeds, West Brom dinner time kickoff against Sunderland, and all the other games being played at 3 o'clock. So players are back out on the field. And it's Brighton to get us underway as Brighton play the ball back towards goalkeeper. Goalkeeper comes out to intercept it, knocks it long down the field. It's headed on as it's knocked out wide on this near side. Now Brighton with the possession. The ball's gone out of play on this near side. Jamie's back with us. Jamie's saying back. Got myself a hot chocolate. Oh, nice. Enjoy, Jamie. Welcome back, mate. And Jamie's saying, Jack, still time, pal. Though you'd be going to the game. Thought you'd be going to the game. Yeah, I thought that tonight, to be fair. But obviously, understandable. He does pay out for a lot of games, so it's expensive to keep going to games all the time. Now Villa charging forward down the centre. Brighton make the challenge. As he said before, though, he's staying late at college tonight. Well, the referee's blown for a foul here, and Villa not happy about that. Jack saying, "Nah, Jamie, I don't go all otherwise. Go all otherwise. It would add up, and I've knocked a Brighton season ticket holder. I've a Worthing one plus the coach to Amex is nearly £30. Yeah, it's expensive. That you did tell me £27 last week when you went." Jamie saying, "Jack, fair enough, mate, pal. Yep, expensive." And Jack saying, "I think Villa can do it." Yeah. Now Brighton with the possession, it's knocked down the field. Comes out to this near side as Villa charging back towards the edge of their own box. Brighton trying to challenge for it there, and it's gone out of play for a throw-in. Jamie saying, "I'm hoping Villa can do it. V's PSG." Yeah, same here, mate. Same here. I'm hoping Arsenal can do it against Real Madrid. I'll certainly be rooting for Arsenal when they play against Real Madrid. And Jack saying they beat Munich at home, so why not? Absolutely, yeah. Well said, Jack. Ball knocked forward on this near side. It's gone out of play again for another Brighton throw-in midway inside the Villa half. Ball back in play. Villa challenging for it. It's knocked into the middle. Villa managing to win it back here as they just cut it back to the edge of their own box. Now trying to come forward, but Brighton challenge for it. And the referee's blown for a foul there. And Jack saying, "Always Madrid. They've won the Champions League in Wales, Scotland, and England, so they think they're the best in the world." Nah, I'm not. I don't. I'm not going to respond to that. I am fed up with hearing people saying they're the best in the world. If they were the best in the world, mate, they wouldn't need taxpayers' money, would they? They're a club. Look them up. Go and do the research, mate. Real Madrid have used taxpayers' money in the past to keep themselves financially stable. A club that's the best in the world should not need to use taxpayers' money. Do you see Worthing getting taxpayers' money? Do you see Bolton getting taxpayers' money? Do you see Sheffield United getting taxpayers' money? Do you see Arsenal getting taxpayers' money? Brighton getting taxpayers' money? No. So why the hell people class Real Madrid as the best club in the world beggars belief. People need to do the research. Real Madrid are not the best club in the world. If they were the best club in the world, they shouldn't need to use Spanish taxpayers' money to keep themselves financially afloat. Now the ball with Brighton on this near side. It's played forward and it's deflected out of play there. And that's going to be a throw-in on this near side. Jamie is saying, "Come on, commentary on Saturday." And Jack saying, "Who you got Saturday, Jamie?" Now the ball thrown forward. It's headed on as it goes out of play on this near side for a throw-in to Brighton, deeper inside the Villa half of the field. Ball back in play. That's now Brighton with the possession. Villa trying to challenge there, but Brighton managed to retain it, forced to cut it back. Now Brighton knocking it forward. It's intercepted by Villa, but Villa are trying to chip it forward there, and they've ended up deflecting it out of play. So that's going to be another throw into Brighton on this near side, about midway inside the Villa half. Ball thrown back in. As both sets of players trying to win it there. Brighton come away with it. Now Brighton charging towards the byline, trying to get the cross in. It's deflected behind, and that's going to be a corner on this near side to Brighton. And Jamie is saying, "Jack, Oxford away, pal." Ooh, that's a tricky one. Winnable, but tricky. And there you go, Jack saying the same thing. That'll be a tricky one. Yeah. Great minds think alike. So corner on this near side now for Brighton. Ball crossed in, right into the mix. It's headed towards goal, and the keeper manages to intercept it comfortably and now quickly gets Villa on the attack. Ball knocked long down the field as Villa now with Rashford racing forward. Rashford with a shot, and Rashford has scored, chipping the ball over the top of the goalkeeper. Well, the goalkeeper got fingertips to that. 50.5 minutes gone. It's Brighton 0, Villa 1. Wow, that was played out from the back so quickly there by Villa. All that coming from the corner as Brighton headed it towards goal. The goalkeeper didn't mess about, quickly rolled the ball forward, and then it was just a long ball down the field over the top of the Brighton centre-backs, and Rashford getting in behind the defenders and chipping the ball past the goalkeeper to open the scoring and give Villa the lead. Jamie is saying, Jack, it's B 50-50. Jack saying, don't know where Oxford are in the league, but they'd love to beat a team like Sheffield United. Absolutely, yeah, sure. I'm sure they would, mate. And Geordie's back with us. Geordie saying Isaac scored again. Awesome, yeah, he's certainly becoming, fast becoming a Newcastle hero. So, yeah, Newcastle, as we told you before, 1-0 up against Brentford. Southampton 1-0 up against Palace. City are still 2-0 up against Leicester. As we know, Villa have just taken a lead here. And Ipswich are still ahead against Bournemouth. Still 0-0 in the Merseyside derby at Liverpool-Everton. Now Brighton with the possession on the far side. It's played forward. Derby have taken the lead against Preston in the Championship. And 2 goals in League Two as Notts County 2-0 up against MK Dons. And finally, in the 2 games in Scotland tonight, Dunfermline Athletic 1-0 up against Livingston, Queen's Park 3-0 down against Adrian's. Now Brighton coming forward on this near side. Ball played into the box. It's knocked away by Villa as it comes out to this near side for a throw-in. And Jamie saying, Madrid, don't let me go there. Jamie saying, Geordie, did you try that pizza after that player's name? He's probably not had time yet. I'm sure he'll try it out in the next few weeks when he gets chance. Now Brighton with the possession on this near side. It's played back to the halfway line, knocked into the centre circle here as Brighton now trying to come forward down the centre, but close down there by Villa. Villa fans singing loud and proud in the away end. Now Brighton inside the centre circle. It's worked out wide on this near side as it stays. If it stays like this, Villa will move up above Brighton, a point above Brighton in the league. It's chipped out wide on that far side as Brighton now with the possession coming towards the edge of the box. Villa trying to challenge for it, but Brighton just managed to hold up the ball. It's cut back into the middle as it's worked back out wide again on the far side. Coming towards the edge of the box here, Brighton, as they play it into the centre. Villa pressing the ball as they try and nick it back, but it's deflected away there as it's eventually worked out wide on this near side. Villa players all backed up into the boxes now. Brighton trying to chip it in behind, and the goalkeeper knocks it away. Brighton with a shot, and Brighton has scored. 54 and a half minutes gone. Brighton with the equaliser. Well, Villa not happy about that. They're protesting the referee. Well, we went all the way through that first half with hardly any decent shots on goal. I think we only had 3 total decent shots on goal in the entire first half. And now, in a matter of 10 minutes of the start of the second half, we've had 2 shots on goal and 2 goals. Well, sorry, 3 shots on goal because we had one from the... Oh, that's why Villa are protesting. Just seeing a handball in the box there. Yeah, that's a handball. The Brighton player has cushioned the ball down with his arm. Well, I think this goal could be getting ruled out for handball, and it should do as well because he kind of puts his arm up like that to actually cushion the ball. It's not like he's kept his arms by his side. We all know it. We've all seen it when players keep their arms by the side and it's clear and obvious that they're not trying to make contact. But with that, you can see him put his arm up. He's just put his arm slightly out to cushion the ball. It's a handball. It should be a disallowed goal. Well, VAR's taking a look at it. And Geordie's saying, nah, mate, still haven't tried it. Tonali pizza, but soon will. Yep, let us know what it's like, Geordie, when you check it out, mate. Sounds quality, that. Have to let us know what's on it. Might be different depending on what restaurant you go to. And Jamie's saying, fair enough, pal. And Jack saying, Rashford has 3 goals in 2 games now after going months without scoring. Well, just goes to show. The referee's going over the look at the VAR monitor here. It is a handball, that. There's no question about it. Why is the ref taking so long to look at this? For me, that's a no-brainer. Jeremy saying Rashford finds the net. Well, here's the ref's decision. Yep, no goal. There was no way he could give it. There's just no way. If you see the replay of that, guys, later, you'll see what I mean. There's no way he could give that. Jamie saying Villa all the way. Travelling good away. I gave it that to them fans. Yeah, they certainly got a good away following tonight. Credit to the Villa fans travelling all the way down to the south coast on a weekday. And Jack saying 1-1, yes. Yeah, it's been chalked off, mate. Now the ball knocked up the field as Brighton on the edge of the centre circle. Long ball back towards the Villa box. Villa managing to intercept it. Now it's played out wide on the far side as Villa coming forward here. Brighton trying to challenge. Villa working it back into the middle. Now it's knocked forward as now it's McGinn on the ball. Works it out wide on the far side. Jack saying, oh no. Yeah, unfortunately, mate. And Jamie is saying, Jack, don't forget, you got next door neighbours. Yeah. And Jack saying he's defo, mate. He's deaf, mate. All right, well, that's lucky for you then. And Jamie's saying, why is this ref taking so long? It's handball. Yeah, he did take a while about it, didn't he, mate? To be fair. What are they talking about on the TV? Saying it's hard. It's not hard. That's clear handball. Jack saying, come on, Brighton, the league table means more now out of the FA Cup too. Well, to be fair, Jack, I think if Brighton are going to get a European place, I think they'd be better off playing in the Europa Conference League as they've got more chance of getting further in that competition. Now the ball worked out wide on the far side for Villa. Played forward. Brighton coming to challenge. Villa just cutting it back there as they play it back to the edge of their own box. It's knocked back to the goalkeeper. Now the ball worked back out wide on the far side. It's chipped long down the field as Brighton managing to intercept it on that far side. Now Brighton coming forward. It's a race towards the edge of the box on that far side. Just cutting it back slightly. It's chipped into the box, headed up into the air, and the goalkeeper comes to intercept it. and that relieves the pressure momentarily for Villa. Ball thrown forward. It's won back by Brighton. Now Brighton on the edge of the centre circle. James saying, Jack, he's what? Say it again. Yeah. Now Brighton with the possession on this near side. We're on 61 minutes gone. Final half an hour remaining. Long crossfield ball right across out to the far side. Brighton chipping it into the box. It's knocked away by Villa and it's gone out for a throw-in on that far side. So Brighton with the throw-in on the far side. Thrown into the box, headed on, and the goalkeeper manages to intercept it comfortably there. Jack saying you get Europa League if you win FA Cup, but yeah, I agree. More chance in conference. Did have a good run in Europe, though beating Ajax twice, winning in Greece. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can't remember exactly which we covered now, but I know when Brighton were playing in Europe, we did cover a couple of their games when they were playing in Europe. I've got a stoppage at the moment for a Brighton player down with an injury to his hand. I think he's just fell awkwardly there. Let's have a look what's going on around the grounds while we wait for this stoppage. Ipswich now 2-0 up against Bournemouth. City still 2-0 up against Leicester. Newcastle still 1-0 up against Brentford. Southampton still 1-0 up against Crystal Palace. And it's still 0-0 Liverpool Everton. In the English Championship, Derby 2-0 up against Preston. Notts County 2-0 up against MK Dons. Dunfermline still 1-0 up against Livingston up in Scotland. And Queen's Park now 4-0 down against Adrian's. So Villa are making a substitution here. And it's Rashford that looks to be coming off. Just seeing a replay of the Villa goal. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. And thank you very much if you have already. Rashford's gone off. Tillermans and Ramsey has gone off for Villa. And it is Watkins, Onana and Asensio coming on to replace them. Jamie is saying, Jack, I can remember them in Europe. Yeah, I do. I don't remember every game, but they did have a good run in it for the first attempt. First time Brighton have played in Europe, they did okay. Villa now with the possession, coming forward. So they edge the way up towards the edge of the centre circle. It's worked out wide on that far side. Brighton coming to challenge. Villa managing to retain it. It's played back into the centre circle here. Ball knocked forward. Brighton trying to challenge, but Villa managing to retain it. Just cutting it back to the edge of the centre circle as Brighton pressed to try and win it back, but Villa not giving it up there as they just managed to cut the ball back slightly. Now it's worked out wide on the far side as they edge their way forward here, trying to work their way through all the Brighton bodies on that far side. But Brighton trying to challenge there. Villa just play it back into their own half and eventually all the way back to the goalkeeper on the edge of their own box. Now the ball worked out wide on this near side. Again, Brighton trying to challenge and Villa just forced to play it back to the keeper. Now it's played forward down the centre. Brighton again trying to challenge. Villa just managing to hold the possession there. It's knocked forward. That's the edge of the way out to that far side. Ball played back into the middle. Now it's worked out wide again on the far side as they chip it forward here. Brighton again trying to challenge. Villa just work the ball back towards the edge of their own box. Jack saying Rome knocked us out because we lost 4-0 in Rome, beat Rome 1-0 at the Amex. Now the ball played forward. That's Villa coming again here. It's chipped out wide to this near side, headed on by Brighton, but ball sets the place, trying to win it there as Brighton got to ground. And Villa player just puts his hands up there to indicate he didn't touch him. Now the ball worked out wide on the far side as, again, Villa trying to challenge, but the Brighton player goes to ground. That's going to be another foul. Taken quickly, crossed out wide on this near side. It's now Brighton coming forward with the possession. It's played towards the edge of the box as Villa just managed to marshal the ball back to the goalkeeper there. How are you feeling, Jamie, about the league? Are you feeling confident now we're closing in on the last few games? Or are you starting to feel a bit nervous? Obviously, Sheffield United doing well at the top of the league at the moment. Now, Villa with the possession on the edge of the centre circle, coming forward as it's knocked out towards that far side, coming towards the Brighton box here. As Brighton scrambling to get bodies back. Villa just cutting it back outside the box. As they're still with the possession on that far side, and eventually Brighton managing to get bodies back behind the ball here. As Villa just knocking about on that far side. Looking to find some space as they play it back to the halfway line. Play back into the middle as they probe the Brighton formation. Now switching it out to this near side. Racing towards the byline. Trying to get the crossing, but it's, it's deflected off the Brighton player. And I think Cash is claiming that there was a handball. Jamie's saying, Jack, still time to get Europe next season, pal. Absolutely, yep. Well said, Jamie. Jack saying, hopefully. Jack saying, I'm glad Forest knocked us out of FA Cup. Rather lose to them than City at Wembley. Now the ball worked out wide on this near side as Brighton charging forward into the Villa half. Working it up towards the edge of the box here. It's just cut back slightly as Brighton now trying to play it in behind as Villa managed to make the challenge and it's got knocked away out to this near side for a throw-in. For Real Gameplay. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. For Real Gameplay saying, what's the score, Jamie? 1-0 Villa. Hope you're well, mate. Welcome to the show. For Real Gameplay. Hope you're well, mate. A pleasure to have you with us. Yeah, it's Brighton 0, Villa 1 at the moment. We're bang on 70 minutes gone, and it looks like Brighton substitutions imminent. Now Brighton with the possession on this near side. Play back into the centre circle. Now Brighton probing the way forward down the centre. Bournemouth have pulled one back against Ipswich. Is now Bournemouth 1, Ipswich 2. Brentford have equalised against Newcastle, so it's 1-1 in that one. No changes in the other games at the moment. Brighton about to make what looks to be a quadruple substitution here. It's Hinshelwood coming off and Dunk coming off. And Weaver and Cashin coming on. And the other substitution, Gomez and Joe Pedro coming off. And it's Bellaback and Welbeck coming on. Jamie saying, Gaz, be fair, we played so great this season, but I said before season I don't want to go up. I don't think we are ready yet, but the money will help us out. Absolutely, yeah. Going up would certainly give you guys a financial boost. Obviously, I know you don't want to go up and see your team struggling in the Premier League, but the money that would help the club dramatically, obviously, to strengthen the squad more, to be in a stronger position, obviously to try and stay in it in either this season, because obviously you only got knocked out of it last season, so. Another cash injection for the Premier League would presume mean put the club in a really strong position to go into the transfer window and actually do some business, especially with the kind of ticket prices they should do, considering the kind of ticket prices you've been telling me they've been charging fans, which is a rip off. Jamie saying hi for real. What game? What game? Pal, this one is 1-0 Villa, mate. Thank you, Jamie. Top man. Matthew is dropping in. Matthew saying, hi, mate. How's it going? Yeah, doing good. Thank you, Matthew. Hope you're well, mate. Welcome to the show. Pleasure to have you with us. I haven't heard nothing from Inverness, mate. As you know, I did ring them up. As you know, I haven't heard nothing from them. But great to hear the news about the shareholder putting up the money to try and buy the club out of administration to avoid the club going bankrupt. That's great news for Cali fans. Hope you're well, Matthew. Welcome to the show, mate. Thank you for dropping in. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. And thank you very much if you have already. Appreciate the support, guys. Jack saying, still 1-0 Saints. Come on, Southampton. And Jamie saying, hi, Matthew, how's it going, pal? Thank you, Jamie. Loving the positive vibes, mate. For real gameplay saying, thanks, mate. As a Sheffield Wednesday fan, I do have a strange soft spot for Brighton. I hope they do manage to snatch something from this game. All right, fair enough, mate. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with liking other teams. That shows you're a true football fan, in my opinion, if you can appreciate watching other teams. So, yep, nothing wrong with that, mate. Well, they're certainly in it. They're certainly in it. But obviously, Villa with the goal advantage at the minute. Now Villa trying to relieve the pressure on the box as Brighton have won it back here. Now Brighton knocking the ball forward. It's intercepted by Villa. The referee's blown for a foul. And that's going to be a free kick to Villa just outside their own box. Jack saying, Jack Hinselwood be 20 in 9 days. Cool. Become and already at a young age he's become an important player. For real gameplay saying, Jamie, at least Sheffield United are gonna be a club at the end of the season. As it stands, Wednesday won't be here in a couple of weeks. What makes you say that, mate? What makes you say that? For real gameplay, I haven't heard nothing about Wednesday being in financial trouble. I think he's just. I think maybe he's taking a piss there. Maybe it's a complete. It's a complete shit show. I think that's meant to be at 58. Oh, Villa with a shot there, and the goalkeeper gets down to make the save. Jamie's saying, "For real? What? I think he's. I think he's just joking." Jamie, I'm not sure. 76 and a half minutes gone. We're into the final 15 minutes. Now Brighton with the possession. Playing the ball out wide on that far side. It's chipped forward, headed back in the direction it came from by Villa. Brentford have. Newcastle have taken the lead against Brentford now. It's now Newcastle 2, Brentford 1. Southampton still 1-0 up against Palace. Liverpool have taken the lead against Everton. And now Villa racing forward. Ball played into the box. Oh, Villa slot it straight down the centre into the far corner of the net. At 77 and a half minutes gone. It's Brighton 0, Villa 2. Well, Brighton chasing the game have left themselves open too much at the back, and Villa have capitalised, scoring the second goal. Another long ball, this time down this near side of the field. Villa racing into the box, just cut it back into the middle. Just played it into the middle, but with a cut back. And then it was just slotted low and hard into the far corner of the nets. For real gameplay, is saying, Gaz, we've not been able to pay any staff or players. 2 days overdue. If they ain't paid by tomorrow, we get the risk of another embargo. Better still, Chancery didn't tell anyone about no payment. Oh, that's not good, is it? Fucking hell. Well, do you know what? Why Sky? Why Sky not highlighting that, or the sports channels not highlighting that? They should be all over that, shouldn't they? I don't understand that. Because the balance of the finances in Sheffield Wednesday now should be slightly better. Obviously, you guys in your second season being back in the Championship. I know it's not like crazy money in the Championship, but it's better than League One. So yeah, what is going on there? That's not good. So Marco Asensio with the second goal. Well, thank you for letting me know, mate. I appreciate you coming letting me know, because I knew nothing about that. And normally I do try and keep on top of what's going on with clubs in trouble. Obviously, I've been on the phone recently chasing Inverness Cali Thistle up in Scotland, trying to get them to speak to me because they're a club that are currently in administration. Reading, I've been researching because they're a club about to go into administration. So when clubs are in financial trouble, I do try and research it and obviously try and highlight it and make other fans aware of it, because it's a disgrace. So, thank you for letting me know, mate. I did not know nothing about Sheffield United starting to struggle financially. That's not good. Top, but appreciate you letting me know, mate. Top man. Yeah, he's right, but he's saying it there. Nobody knew, and I knew nothing. Nobody, no other Sheffield Wednesday fans have come and told me, and obviously cover quite a few Sheffield Wednesday games here on the channel. So no other Wednesday fans have let me know about that. But at the end of the day, how can they if if the fans don't know about it? But yeah, thank you for letting me know, mate. Jamie saying, for real, are you having a joke or something? Never heard nothing. No, he's clearly not having a joke. I thought he was joking at first. But no, clearly he's not joking. Now Villa on the attack again on the far side. Just cutting it back out wide as Brighton try and challenge. Villa managing to play it towards the edge of the box here. As they take it right to the byline, it's crossed in, headed on. As Villa trying to get the shot off there, but eventually Brighton managed to knock it away as it comes out to this near side, and Villa pick up the loose ball. Now Villa just playing it back into their own half. It's worked out wide on the far side. Notts County now 3-0 up against MK Dons in League 2. Adrians are 5-0 up now against Queen's Park up in Scotland. For real gameplay, saying we are going to be back under embargo again, and our owner can't pay crap. We will be the next Norwich at them the end of the season, especially if the EFL puts a 3 transfer window ban on us. See, that makes no sense because if the owners are struggling to pay the wages, then you need the transfer window to try and obviously reduce the wage bill. You need to sell some players that are costing too much, and obviously bring in some players that are going to cost a bit less to try and balance the books. So a transfer embargo in that scenario is just absolutely ludicrous. I understand clubs being put under a transfer embargo if they go into administration, but even that makes no sense. Like I said, guys, I could sit here all night ranting and raving about the EFL and the Premier League and their stupid rules. It really is absolutely nuts, isn't it? No club should be under a transfer embargo when they go into financial trouble. There should be some restrictions put on it, like you're not allowed to go out and spend, I don't know, millions of pounds on players if you're in financial trouble, but it shouldn't be just shut the door on the transfer window. It's absolute madness, isn't it? Honestly, people running the football associations in both England and Scotland couldn't run a piss up in a brewery, could they? They really couldn't. Honest, what we need, guys, and this is what I've said it. This is part of the reason why I built the channel, but unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be enough will from fans in general to build a channel that brings fans together to actually challenge this. If we had a bigger audience and a bigger community, then I could use the power of fans coming together to actually ring up these organisations like the EFL and the Premier League and the Scottish Football Association and these kind of organisations to challenge them, to demand answers on your behalf. But unfortunately, fans only seem to care about clubs going into administration and the difficulties that come with it when it's their own club. And like I say, because of what happened to my own club a few years ago, that's what made me start Fanden. But in the 6 years I've been building Fanden, in my experience, and I mean no offence to anybody, I just believe in being honest, there is not enough fans that care about football in general. Like I say, fans only care when it affects their club. That is what I've learned in the 6 years of building Fanden. Because believe you me, guys, if we had enough fans coming together on this channel, I am not bullshitting you. I'm telling you the truth. I would be on the phone. I've already asked Matthew. You asked Matthew, just came in then, popped in. I sent him a recording the other day to show him proof that I had been on the phone to Inverness, chasing him up for the second time, trying to get somebody at the club to come on the channel to speak to us. But if they don't respond to it, then there's not much I can do. And if we had the power of fans behind the channel, then I could add more pressure on these clubs to come and speak to us because they couldn't ignore us. We had thousands of fans wanting answers, and I was able to be the representative of fans wanting answers. Then these organisations, football clubs in general, would not be able to ignore us because I'd be able to say, we got thousands of fans on our channel demanding answers. And then I'd be able to criticise them for ignoring us, which would give them bad publicity that they don't want. So they would respond. But unfortunately, like I say, I mean no offence to any fans. I'm just being honest. There is not enough fans that care about football in general, unfortunately. For real gameplay and saying we are going to be back under embargo again, and our owner can't. I read that. Okay, thank you, mate. Well, thank you for letting me know. As I say, I appreciate it. For real gameplay and saying it was public announced on Monday by the club, and a couple of news agencies have spoken to staff there. Mate, that is so late, innit, to only announce it on Monday. Why didn't, what? I mean, they just played at the weekend. You know, why didn't they use that to make fans aware? Why couldn't, they could have had some staff, some club staff outside the ground, I don't know, maybe getting a few donations off fans, a few extra quid in the kitty, or if the club's got a car park. Has the club got a car park? Is there a car park, a club car park at Sheffield Wednesday? I've not been there for years, so obviously I can't remember if there's a car park at Sheffield Wednesday. But if there is a club car park, you got Sundays. Why not organise a car boot to raise money? You know what I mean? You could organise. You could use the club's facilities, the car park, to organise a car boot sale and charge people £10 a stall. And how much money could that raise on a Sunday when the club's not playing? You know what I mean? These are the kind of things that clubs can do to generate extra money. But instead we have brain dead owners that don't think outside the box to generate extra revenue when a club's in trouble. It's an absolute disgrace. It really is. Really is. Absolute nuts. Jamie is saying, for real, what? No way. I never heard nothing about it from Sheffield, lad. What the? Yeah, no, that's shocking. I agree, Jamie. Absolutely shocking that it's only just coming out that. Like I say, they could have done something, maybe add some, even if they asked fans to just £1. Every fan that entered the stadium the next home game or the previous home game, just ask every fan, please just donate £1. I mean, Sheffield Wednesday is not a club that struggles to get fans, are they? Come on. How many fans to get in that ground every week? That ground you got fantastic support at Sheffield Wednesday. If they just stood outside with collection boxes and asked fans to just put £1 in the collection box to help, and they couldn't make it, not to make it a regular thing, but just as a one-off so that the club doesn't get put in this position. But like I say, if there's a car park, why not use the car park for a car boot on a Saturday or on a Sunday when the club's not playing? It's just madness. The Villa goalkeeper has been booked here for time wasting. Jamie saying Sheffield Wednesday gas. Thank you, Jamie. And Jamie saying big thanks for real letting us know about it. But how do you know if fans don't know it? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well said, Jamie. For real gameplay saying, I wish I was joking because as it stands, there's a chance we become the next Reading. We could go 1 season and a half without being about to go to get new players. Mate, like I said, I could sit here ranting about it all night long because it drives me crazy. Where the hell's 10 minutes come from? 10 minutes has been added on to the end of this game, guys. Where the hell's the referee got 10 minutes from? Is this referee living in Never Neverland or what? Oh, no. Who's he booking here, the ref? He's booked somebody. Brighton chipping the ball forward. Well, all I can say at this stage, obviously only just finding out about it, all I can say is fingers crossed, mate, it doesn't turn out to be that bad. Let's hope they pull something out of the hat tomorrow. Jamie's saying football is fuck now. I miss old school football. Yeah, I've got to agree with you, Jamie. There's too many clubs getting into financial trouble, and I think it's only going to get worse. It's only going to increase. For real gameplay saying, no worries, mate. The match conference, the match conference tomorrow won't be about the match at all. All they will talk about is the state of the club and what's happening next with it. Well, like I say, mate, when we're only just finding out this week that the owners are an absolute disgrace for not making fans more aware of it. And like I say, if they knew, they must have known a couple of weeks ago that the club's finances were starting to get stretched. You know, like I say, why not organise a car boot sale on the club's car park or some land that the club might own or something? You know, as a one-off, even the training ground if necessary, just for one day, just to help generate that extra income. Jamie is saying, for real game, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's going to happen to your club. That is from all Blades family. I hope something goes well for your club. Yeah, when not so long ago, only a couple of weeks ago, we had the Steel City Derby, which was obviously a full house. So they must have known back then that the club's finances were getting stretched. So why not do some kind of fundraiser then, you know, to make fans more aware of it, get some donations? Because I'm sure, I mean, I know there's a great rivalry between the two clubs, but I'm sure even some Sheffield United fans would have been happy to put a quid or two in a pot or something to obviously avoid Sheffield Wednesday being in financial trouble again. But the question is, you know, at the end of the day, it also boils down to the bad management of the club, done it, by the owners. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if they're clearly spending more than they're generating. Because how do you get in that situation? By spending more than you're generating. And let's be honest, Sheffield Wednesday is not a club that's struggling to fill stadium, are they? They're not. There's plenty of, you look at clubs like MK Dons, you know what I mean? They can't even fill one stand. And then you've got Wednesday, a club with really passionate fans. No matter what league they're in, they always get a decent attendance. So you know, it's just bad. It's bad running by the club. There's no ifs or buts about it. For real game saying we need Chansiri out, otherwise we are completely gone as a club. I'd recommend watching the match against Hull this weekend because it's going to be absolutely chaos with fans and protesters there. Protests there. Well, we have covered Wednesday over the last couple of weeks. We've given priority. And you guys playing at home as well this weekend, which is normally when I try to obviously attack a different club when you guys are playing at home. We're on 95 minutes gone here. 5 minutes. Well, I don't know where this referee got 10 minutes from. Jamie's saying, yep, the big car park and that big car park next to them. Well, there you go. Yeah, and like I say, why not, you know, use it to do a car boot sale on a Sunday, generate extra income. It's madness, absolute madness. Now Villa charging forward as it's played out wide on this near side, coming towards the edge of the box here. Watkins just cuts it back as Brighton try and challenge. It's played back up the field slightly as Villa eventually work it all the way back to the halfway line. But thank you for letting me know, Jamie. Jamie saying £2, nothing much. Wednesday get about 25k. If in a derby, it can go up to 33k. Well, there you go then. Like let's say you look at a club like MK Dons, you know, they can't even fill half a stand, and yet they're managing to stay financially viable. So how the hell is a club with such passionate fans like Sheffield Wednesday getting themselves in a financial mess? It's bad owners. There's no other way to excuse it. It's bad owners. Brighton now on the attack, coming into the box here. They almost got on the end of that, but ball just gets away from them as it comes out to this near side. Now the ball crossed into the box, headed up into the air, knocked away by Villa, but there's a coming together there as the referee blows for the foul. It's finished. Bournemouth 1, Ipswich 2 in the Premier League. City 2-0 winners against Leicester. Newcastle still 2-1 up against Brentford. That game still playing. Southampton have been pegged back against Crystal Palace. It's finished 1-1 there. Liverpool still 1-0 up against Everton. 82 minutes gone in that one. In the English Championship, Derby have won 2-0 against Preston. And in English League 2, Notts County have won 3-0 against MK Dons. In the Scottish Championship, Dunfermline have won 1-0 against Livingston, and Queen's Park have lost 5-0 to Adrians. Now Brighton on the attack again, coming forward down the centre. It's knocked up towards the edge of the box. As Brighton now playing it in, trying to get it. Well, it's knocked away again by Villa, and now Villa trying to get on the counter-attack. It's played out wide on the far side, charging forward into the Brighton half as they come towards the edge of the box here. Villa taking it right to the byline. It's crossed in, knocked to, it's intercepted there by Brighton. As Brighton now try and play out from the back. It's worked out wide on the far side. As Brighton now charging forward into the Villa half. Villa trying to challenge, and the Brighton player goes down there from the challenge from McGinn. Referee gives the free kick, taken quickly by Brighton. It's played into their centre circle. Now worked out wide on this near side as Brighton coming towards the edge of the box, just cut back slightly. Ball crossed in as it's headed away out to that far side. Villa picking up the loose possession as they knock it down the field, and it's deflected out of play on the far side for a throw-in to Villa. But yeah, as you say, Jamie, I know they get a great attendance. I wasn't sure exactly what the numbers were, but yeah, I do know there's great attendance for Wednesday. Villa now with this throw-in on that far side. Long ball thrown forward. Intercepted by Brighton. It's played all the way back to the goalkeeper here. Now Brighton coming forward again. It's played into the centre circle. Chipped forward, trying to get in behind the Villa defence. Villa head it out wide on that far side. Now Villa on the attack, charging forward on the far side. Racing into the Brighton half. Brighton scrambling to get bodies back here as Villa knock it forward, coming towards the edge of the box. It's played in. Villa with a shot! Oh, and it's into the far corner of the net as Villa scored the third goal. 99 and a half minutes gone. It's Brighton 0, Villa 3. And it's a substitution for Villa that's got the goal. Well, 3 goals coming for Villa this evening, and all 3 of them coming from counter-attacks. Nice goal, that. Really nice goal from Villa. Don't forget, guys, before you jump off, please do hit the like button before you leave. It does help us out with the algorithm, but it also lets us know if you guys appreciate us covering your club or this game. So please do hit that like button, guys. Well, credit to Jack. He did call it that he fancied a Villa win tonight. And it's Malin that's got the goal for Villa. And there goes the full-time whistle. It's finished Brighton 0, Villa 3. I'll come back to your comments in a moment, guys, but let's have a quick look at the full-time match stats, and we'll have a look at the league table as well. As I say, if you could, guys, please do hit the thumbs up. If you appreciate us covering this game tonight, it does help us out with the algorithm. But as I say, also lets us know that you guys appreciate us covering particular clubs. So whenever we cover your club, always please do hit that like button. We see good likes for your club. There's more chance we'll cover more games for your club in the future because we can see you appreciate our efforts. Right, so here's how the game has gone in numbers, guys. I pressed the wrong one there. Sorry, wrong one. There we go. That's the right one. Sorry, guys. I pressed the wrong one there. My bad. So, here we go. Should be coming on the screen now. There we go. So here's how the game has gone in numbers, guys. Total shots, 11 for Brighton, 8 for Villa. Shots on target, 4 for Brighton, 5 for Villa. Possession, 56% for Brighton, 44% for Villa. Pass accuracy, passes, 449 for Brighton, 374 for Villa. Pass accuracy, 85% for Brighton, 83% for Villa. Fouls, 16 against Brighton, 11 against Villa. Yellow cards, 1 for Brighton, 3 for Villa. Red cards, none, thankfully. Offsides, just the one. Sorry, guys. Just the one against Brighton. And corners, 4 for Brighton, none for Villa. So I'll go to the table in a second, but quick look round the Premier League as it's finished. Bournemouth 1, Ipswich 2, Brighton 0, Villa 3, as we know. Man City winning 2-0 against Leicester. Newcastle have won 2-1 against Brentford, and Southampton 1-1 with Crystal Palace. Liverpool, Everton just coming into added on time, and it's 1-0 at the moment to Liverpool. So here we go, guys. This is how it looks in the table now as Villa jump above Brighton. 7 into 7th, 30 games played, 13 wins, 9 draws, 8 defeats, with 48 points on the table, minus 1 goal difference. Brighton just below them, obviously now on the same amount of games played, 12 wins, 11 draws, 7 defeats on 47 points with a goal difference of +3. So obviously Brighton just the 1 point behind Villa, but Villa now put the pressure onto Chelsea. Obviously Newcastle, who have won tonight. Obviously Newcastle getting the 3 points against Brentford. But obviously Villa put themselves in a good position. How far they're actually only now 3 points away from Manchester City in 4 positions. So very possible that Villa, if they can keep the winning momentum going, then it's very possible that Villa could make a late charge to those Champions League spots as they now put pressure on the 3 teams above them, Chelsea, Newcastle and Manchester City. So there you go, guys. If you've got any final thoughts, then please do drop them in, guys. Happy to hear from you before we wrap things up. For Real Gameplay saying, and the match money, what he's doing is putting it all in his back pocket and leaving the club bust. Well, I don't know. I don't know if he couldn't put that all in his back pocket, mate, because the tax man would have something to say about that. He'd be getting done for tax evasion. Obviously, any money that's generated by the club is goes into the club. He probably maybe he's creaming it off. Maybe he's creaming off the profit. But he can't be putting all the ticket revenue in his back pocket. That you just couldn't get away with that with the tax system in this country, mate. Jamie is saying 10 minutes. Where from? I know, yeah, I know, Jamie. Yeah, Jack saying Saints 1-1. Laugh out loud. Thank you, Jack. Yeah, I just saw that. For real gameplay saying he's paying back himself money that he gave from his pocket to the club using people's season ticket prices, and now look at where we are. Well, it definitely, as I say, for real gameplay, it definitely seems like the club is not being managed well. Obviously, if the club, as we said, as we just pointed out, Sheffield Wednesday get a great attendance when they have their home games. They get a great following away from home, so there's certainly enough ticket money coming in to obviously help balance the books. And obviously, in fairness, I mean, I don't know exactly what Sheffield Wednesday's total wage budget is, but I know you guys have had Patterson and the likes of Patterson and what have you that have been at the club for a long time, and obviously they will not be getting paid astronomical wages. Obviously, uh, compared to a lot of other championship players. So, yep, there's definitely something not right going on at Sheffield Wednesday. For real gameplay saying it's crazy that the fans were told before the people who weren't actually paid on regards to the training ground. It's something else the owner can't afford to sort out. Well, obviously, if he's taking money out of the club, then he can afford to sort it out. He's choosing not to sort it out if he's actually taking money out of the club. So, yep, I've no problem with him taking his money back, but he should be doing it where he keeps the club financially stable, not putting the club's future at risk. Pitchside is with us. Pitchside saying, all right, how's it going, Pitchside? Welcome to the show, mate. Just starting to wrap it up now. Hope you're well, mate, but thank you for dropping in. Hope you've had a good week so far, mate. And Jamie is saying, I love to help out, Gaz. I don't mind putting a tenner in to help out a steel club. Well, respect to you, Jamie, for that, mate. Respect to you for that, mate. Jamie's saying, that from a Blades fan helping out. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. Respect to you for that, mate. But the thing is, fans are not going to want to put money into the club if the owner isn't putting the money in the place where it should be going, and that's paying wages, to keep the club stable. Jack is saying, who's Wednesday playing at home? Hull. They play Hull at the weekend, mate. For real gameplay saying, it's greatly appreciated, Jamie. I do the same for you guys if you ever had trouble. Well, massive respect to you guys for that. For real gameplay saying Hull City, Jack. Jack also saying a Yorkshire game then. Yep, Yorkshire Derby, another Yorkshire Derby. Jack saying be a full house. Well, I'm not sure totally full, but it'd certainly be a great attendance. Jamie saying for real, I love to help out more clubs. Respect to you for that, Jamie. And for real games playing, saying it's gonna be chaotic to say the least. I'm sure it will. Yeah, well, fans have got the right to protest if they feel the club is being mismanaged. Jamie's for real games playing saying, Jamie's thanks, bro. It's appreciated. Top man. Jack saying, I predict a riot. I predict a riot. For real gameplay saying, gonna be a lot of throwing stuff. I think. Let's hope that's not to be the case in respect of getting throwing things on the pitch at the players, because that will not go. That'll just get the club in more trouble. Jamie is saying, for real, that Yorkshire lad saying stays together. Yeah, well, respect for that. Jack saying, oh, FFS, Brighton 3-0, so embarrassing. Well, it's not too embarrassing, Jack. Obviously, Villa have certainly got the momentum at the moment. They're playing really well under Unai Emery. And you guys overall have been having a good season, mate. Anybody can lose a one-off game. Jamie saying, football fans need to get together more. Well, I've been trying for the last 6 years building fandom, but like I say, unfortunately, mate, a lot of fans don't care about trying to fight to save the future of football or defend the future of football for the best interests of fans. That was why I started Fandom. But as I say, fans don't care until it affects their club. That is what I've learnt, unfortunately. Jack saying, Bogner fans put some money towards my club, even though they're all our rivals. Yep, same thing happened with my club. When we were in trouble with Preston fans, with Preston helping sending food parcels for the staff that weren't being paid for 3 months. Jack saying, I know it's non-league and a bit different, but they're still our best bitter rivals. Yeah, but it's still the same. Rivals helping out is still commendable, mate. Jamie saying, I did say it, 3-0 Villa. You did, mate. You did. Yep, you did. Jack saying, bloody embarrassing. Don't worry about it, Jack. Anybody can lose a one-off game, mate. For real gameplay saying, Gaz, it would be good to try and get on a podcast with Dexterin Box 41 and Worko. It's a Wednesday group, but would be a good general football conversation for everybody. Well, yeah, mate, I'm always up for trying to find other people to work with. Mate, I've been building Fandom for 6 years, and I have tried to find people to work with. But a lot of people either want it on their own terms or they're too afraid of being on camera. As you know, I'm on camera all the time. A lot of people don't want to be on camera. That makes it a lot more challenging for me. But I have actually been on 1 or 2 podcasts in the past, helping other people out. But obviously, like I say, I don't want to beg people to work with them. But if you go on another podcast, if you want to give me a mention, I am always more than happy to try and build positive working friendships with other podcasts and other YouTubers where I can, mate. I'm always open-minded to that. Because, like I say, at the end of the day, we all support our clubs. We love our clubs. But at the end of the day, we all love football. And if I can find other good podcast people and other YouTube channels that are team players to work with, I'm always open-minded to that, mate. So if you want to mention me the next time you go on those podcasts, certainly give me a mention. Tell them to get in touch with me. And I will certainly see if I can possibly do something together. I would certainly be up for that, mate. But thank you for letting me know. Jamie is saying, Jack, still next time, pal. Absolutely. Yep. Well said, Jamie. And Jack is saying, I did say Villa would win. Yep. 2-1. Never expected 3-0. You did, Jack. You did say Villa would probably win it, mate. But unfortunately, it just wasn't your night tonight, mate. Don't want your night. Jack saying, yep, Bogner put money towards my club when we were going bust, but also let us ground share when we was getting our 4G pitch done. Bitter rivals, but still respect there. Absolutely, yeah. Respect to them for that. Thank you, Jack. And Jamie saying, for real, do you know, I just looked it up. Sheffield United are happy to do what? Game to help you out on 4th of May. All right, well, that's awesome if that can happen. But obviously, if there's a deadline, that might be too late. Jamie is saying, I just looked it up. Well, respect to you for that, Jamie. Jamie saying, great live again, Gaz. Mate, take care, pal. Night, bye for now. Be safe. Thank you, Jamie. Best wishes to you and Megan. Thank you for your company and conversation. As always, a pleasure having you involved. Hope you have a good day at work tomorrow, mate. And take care. Stay safe and well. Look after yourself, mate. Hopefully catch up with you again on the next one. All the best, Jamie. And as always, best wishes to the family as well. Take care, mate. And Jamie saying, night all, take care. Bye for now. Top man. Thank you, Jamie. And Jack saying, thanks for the stream, guys. Take care all. Thank you, Jack. Always a pleasure, mate. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. And thank you for your company and conversation always a pleasure having you involved, mate. Hope you keep your chin up, mate. Just football, remember that. Just have to remind yourself of that. It's just a game sometimes, so don't let this result tonight spoil your day tomorrow. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. Thank you, Jack. Take care, mate. Best wishes to you and your family. All the best, mate. Stay safe, Jack. Jamie saying, take care, Jack, pal. Thank you, Jamie. Jack saying, don't Wednesday fill their ground every game, like sell out every game. Sure they do. Well, I'm not sure they sell out every game, but they certainly sell out a lot of tickets most games. And the games that they don't sell out, I think they're only like small amounts of the ground that they don't sell out. But most of the time, you're right, Jack. They do sell out most of their tickets. They don't. Let's put it this way: they don't have trouble selling tickets. Let's put it that way. For real gameplay saying, pretty much, mate. But our owner doesn't put anything back into us, and fans won't pay to help the club while Chant in his owner. Well, you can't blame him for that, mate. Absolutely, I totally respect that. Fans don't want to see their club get in financial trouble, but at the same time, you're not going to keep putting money into a club when you know it's not being spent where it needs to be spent because you've got an owner too busy trying to cream it off. So I'm certainly not going to sit here and criticise Wednesday fans for using their head. That's right. That just shows fans using their intelligence and respect for that. But yep, thank you for letting me know, mate. And for real gameplay and saying thanks for the chat, Gaz. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you, mate. Best wishes to you and your family. Thank you for dropping in, informing us what's going on with Wednesday. As you say, you only found out about it yourself on Monday. What we're on today, we're on Wednesday, so it's only 2 days it's been out. The financial trouble that Wednesday are in because of their bad owner. But yeah, thank you for bringing me up to date with that, mate. Best wishes, as I say, to you and your family. Take care, mate. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. Keep your chin up, mate. Obviously, not good news at the moment for your club, but obviously not much you can do about it when you've got a shithead owner in charge. So try and keep your chin up, mate. Hopefully something comes out tomorrow that is a positive. He'll have to put his hand in the pocket, won't he? Otherwise, the club's going to get punished again, and that's going to mean it's harder for him to get his more money out of the club, isn't it? But yep, as you say, sounds like Sheffield Wednesday certainly need a new owner. And to be fair, if there is new owners out there, if the Muppet that's in charge of the club would sell the club, I'm sure there'd be plenty of buyers interested in Sheffield Wednesday because they are a club that are worth owning, aren't they? Great fan support, great attendances on a regular basis, no matter what league they're in. So that, for me, would say that they're a club that most business people wanting to buy into a football club, I would suggest, would certainly be interested in Wednesday. So don't give up hope yet, mate. Hopefully things improve in the future. Thank you, mate. Take care. And as I say, best wishes to you and your family. All the best, mate. Stay safe. So, yep, that's it from me for tonight, guys. I'm going to wrap it up here. I've not had nothing to eat tonight yet as I came straight in from work to do this one. So I'm going to go and grab some food. But thank you to all the regular fan denners for the company and conversation. Thank you to you guys listening in the background. And don't forget, please do hit the like button if you could, if you haven't already. If you're listening in afterwards and you've appreciated us covering this game tonight, then please do hit that like button. A good game tonight. It was actually quite an entertaining game. We did the Bolton Wigan Lancashire derby last night, which was my own club, Bolton, which was, to be quite honest, a very boring game, but Bolton won it 1-0 in the end with a late smash and grab goal. This game tonight was the complete opposite. A real entertaining game. Brighton were going for it for large parts of the game going forward. Managed to create a lot of opportunities. And I said it, if you listen back at the stream, I said it in the first half. If Brighton didn't put some of those chances away, the chance was they was going to get punished, and that's what proved to be the case. Respect to Villa, they played well. They kept absorbing the pressure for large parts of the game, and in the end, they was able to hit Brighton on the counter-attack 3 times with success to score 3 beautiful goals to win it 3-0. So that's it from me, guys. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening, what's left of it. Hope you guys have a good day tomorrow. All the best. Stay safe out there. And I look forward to catching up with some of you guys on future streams. All the best. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.